Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing RARES Shadow Legends, and I wanted to showcase something a little different for me. Not something I normally do, but something I want to try to do more often. Now we are talking Doom Tower, Normal, Secret Room 12. So this secret room is void only requirement, which I've done with some pretty overpowered people quite easily, am I right? But what about rare only? So I wanted to show the power of stun sets, daze sets. And yeah, just taking advantage of the little lowly rares that probably get ignored higher up. Now this was not easy. I did do this fully on manual though, and it does take a lot of RNG. To be honest, the third wave is rough. There is 3 Siffies, a Blind Seer, and a Krisk. So you need those stun sets to proc, you need the daze set to proc, whatever you're working with, you need some crowd control or you're screwed. Now the biggest benefit besides that crowd control with artifact sets is Mr. Bellower over here. He has the lockout on his A1 to lock out people's skills, which locking out Siffy's skills, yes please. We don't want her to revive anyone that goes down, and I was able to do this room with just these rares, which I found super fun. Now this, again, I don't think this is something that would work very well on auto. We have that cold heart in there to drop turn meter, so you really want to make sure you target those revivers or the champs that are about to go next. Because I definitely failed, and I will showcase the runs. I think I'm going to showcase a fail as well, and showcase the run that actually did this. But let's go take a look at my champions. Alright, so we're gonna go down to our rares. We started with Bellower. Love Bellower. So Bellower in a stun set. You'll notice that when I watched my last run that succeeded, he actually is a little bit too fast. I think I might want to slow him down a tiny bit because there's all these moments where Fellhound uses Daze and it wakes, and then Bellower has to go after him, and unfortunately it wakes everyone right back up. Had to pause for like crazy puppies, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Bellower's so great, but yeah, all of his skills are AoEs. So if things aren't tuned quite right speed-wise, and you're using someone with a daze set, you're gonna wake people right back up. I do have my Fellhound, that's my campaign farmer, in daze. It was just what I happened to put on him when I was working on Faction Wars, and I could still do enough damage to farm my campaign in 6 or 7 seconds. So it worked. I think in a perfect world, I do need to get my Fellower in a stun set. Fellhound, sorry, in a stun set. Fellower? I'm combining these characters. Alright, but let's take a look a little bit deeper at my Bellower. I'm not regearing anyone beforehand. I'm just playing my people how they are. I'm not trying to build the most overpowered Bellower in the world to do this. I'm just going to show you how I had mine built, coincidentally, at the moment. So Bellower here. Low-ish HP, but enough. He can do damage, of course. Bellower can do pretty damn decent damage and be a good campaign farmer, but I don't have him built for damage. We're just taking advantage of that stun set, honestly. His masteries probably don't reflect that. I might need to check his masteries, but we'll see. He is at 198 speed, so he's pretty fast. I mean, having him be able to go multiple times to have multiple chances of blocking out people's skills, I mean, honestly, you could just use his A1 and be happy. Bellower in a stun set is the way to go, though, in general. I don't have him like crit capped or anything, and just enough accuracy to land. So we're talking here. Actually, do we have enough accuracy to land? Pause. So what I'm actually pulling up is from Helady's website, the stages tool. We're going to check out what the actual resistance is of this room. I want to check. Everything's a lot easier in the secret rooms compared to the rest of the waves, or the rest of the levels, I guess, the regular stages. But I'm gonna double check, let's just be smart. So this is floor, oops, not hard, we're normal, secret room 12. So we're gonna scroll down here. What do we got for accuracy? Resistance and accuracy. Oh, their resistance is only 130, see what I mean? And the speed is only 104. So this is what I'm talking about when I say the speeds are low in secret rooms. I'm not kidding, 104, so depending on your speed, you can easily go twice to there once and have multiple chances to crowd control and work with them. So, not too bad here as far as having to build champions just for the secret rooms, at least. At least the demand isn't crazy, at least for stats. So yeah, I'm going to link this below, the Stages tool. It's one of my most used things on Hell Hades' website. It's just a really great tool. Alright, we're back here with Bellower. So I do have a mastery set smart for Bellower, down to Fearsome Presence for that stun set. That does give the additional chance to land a debuff from artifacts or skills. So I'll quick show that tree. And of course I wanted to make sure he lands everything, increases stats, chance to make his debuffs last longer. Typical support masteries there. He is fully booked, of course. I mean, like I said, his gear's not crazy. I have him in an accuracy banner. That's like a really nice banner, though, for sure. But everything else, stat-wise, not too crazy. Let's go on to Dagger. Now, Dagger I used in my Rare Attack Champion Secret Room as well. I love Dagger. I put her in a stun set. Mine isn't even fully leveled up here. But her stats are decent attack here with 4,000. 218 crit damage, but not even crit cap. This is a mistake here. I really should be trying to get 100% crit rate, but honestly, I use her in the secret room with Soulbond Boyer, so she actually has a crit rate aura, so I don't really need to get 100% crit rate on her for that room at least. Masteries, I probably should change. It's a debate, but honestly, I like her for the damage she does. She hits pretty darn hard, so I did go down to Helm Smasher for masteries instead of down to Fearsome Presence for sake of that stun set. But if you're just looking to crowd control, Fearsome Presence is a better mastery for that. But someone's got to do the damage, right? So she's there for that. I also have my Fellhound here. He is in damage masteries mostly with chance to counterattack. He is in a daze set. It just happens to be what I had him in for as a campaign farmer. Did I already go over him? Am I crazy? What did I do already? Alright, we have Fellhound here. Yeah, he's in a daze set. I mentioned that while talking about the characters. I didn't show you it yet. But yeah, nothing crazy. I haven't rebuilt him in a while. He does not have good crit damage. Terrible build for my campaign farmer. What is even happening in this? How am I even doing damage? He's a weird one because he is defense based. It should be a lot higher though. It's only 3,300 and not very much crit damage, but it works. See, I told you I don't rebuild stuff before I record a video. All right, but yeah, that's why I have it, just try to pump a little bit more crit damage. So I don't tend to go down to Helm Smasher unless you're like 220% crit damage. Ideally more like 250% crit damage though, to really get the most out of this and make sure you're hitting hard in the first place, because this is only gonna proc sometimes. At least Flawless Execution is a more consistent, like reliable, I don't want to say consistent or reliable. It's a guarantee. You don't have to worry about it proccing. It's just giving you straight up damage. So that's why I tend to go with Flawless Execution most times if I'm having trouble getting a high enough crit damage rate. But we'll work on him. He needs some improvement, doesn't he? Poor Fellhound. Alright, then let's see, we had Dagger, we had Bellower, we had Fellhound. I'm missing one, aren't I, here, besides... Oh, Painkeeper. I think she's in my vaults. She must be in my vault. Sorry, Painkeeper. Now, my Painkeeper is built for Clan Boss, for a Bat Eater comp. But if you're just building her for Faction Wars or for Doom Tower, she don't need to be in a toxic set. She also doesn't need to be built with any focus on damage whatsoever. Just have her there for support, honestly. Higher HP, higher defense, and just keep her alive and go fast. Like, you want her to be able to heal people with her A2 and proc that cooldown reduction with her A3, which is really helpful for these kind of waves. I did have a Renegade. I could have used Renegade instead, but I wanted to show Painkeeper because I wanted to show that even with just this one little bit of a cooldown here, it's helpful. Also, in my comp, you'll notice, didn't really have any healing or much healing or reviving, so this heal is really all we got. So this was really, really helpful. That's why I chose Painkeeper. But yeah, her stats are for Clan Boss, for me, for Bat Eater comp, so don't really judge anything by that. She's just really there to be support, so you can just beef her up and make her survive. And last, I used my first Cold Heart. This Cold Heart is built as a typical Cold Heart is for like around 70% crit damage, 258, or sorry, crit rate, sorry, 258 crit damage. This is a pretty hard-hitting Cold Heart. Her attack could be higher, but you know, that max HP is really what it's all about anyways, so She does alright. Her accuracy is enough to land everything needed in the content I use her. Super simple, guys. Oh, I'll show you my masteries. This one I have flawless execution with. I probably should change it to Helm Smasher though, but it's fine for now. It's working. I'm not gonna bother with it right now. Yeah. But that's what I was working with, guys. I was like I said, I'll show you my team. And yeah, we're gonna roll into the runs. So the first run failed. I actually did 2 runs that failed because I had really bad RNG with landing those things. And then I realized one of the things that weren't landing, stun from Bellower, was because he was missing a helmet. So I actually put my helmet back on Bellower. Still lost 1 round, and then just got better RNG on the second round, which I'll be showcasing here as well. So have a look. I hope this helps you and helps give you some inspiration here for showing that you don't need the top tier champions. You don't need a maxed out Great Hall. Mine's not, and I've been playing for 2.5 years. I'm terrible. Don't judge me. But alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.